Hey, Larry Knopf again at LO Smart Marketer, and as promised in this video, I'm going to go over with you kind of step by step how you can implement the virtual online meeting into your daily routine. Now, if you remember, we're going to be using two technologies. The first is a webcam and the second is a screen sharing program. So let's start with the webcam. Now, if you're working with a laptop, every laptop has a webcam in it. So you just open up your webcam again so that when you begin your conversation with a prospect, that your image is right here in the middle of your desktop live, so that when they come onto your desktop, they're going to see you. Now it's important to open up that webcam window as big as it'll allow you to open it up, and remove any side panels. If it's got some weird side panels that come with it, close those things down. Just have just the simple window of you right in the middle of your screen, and try to open it up, learn how to open it up as big as you can. If you don't know how to find your webcam on your laptop or open it up, the easiest thing to do is just to go into YouTube, and in the search bar on YouTube, just type in how to open up webcam on my, and then put the name of your laptop in there, my Dell whatever, or my, HP whatever, or Samsung, whatever. And there will be, invariably, someone will have created a little video, a little tutorial video on exactly what to do. Okay, open up your thing, go to the start button, look at your programs, that kind of thing. So in my case, I use an actual webcam that's separately mounted. So in my office, real quickly, what I do is I have a laptop, but I don't use it in my daily routine. I don't like typing on laptops, and I don't like have it sit here on my desk, because when I meet with a client, I can't let them look at my monitor and be typing all at the same time. It's just not workable. So in my office, I have my laptop kind of set off to the side here, and I run a monitor off of my laptop. So I just plug a monitor into the USB port, and I have a large monitor that sits here on my desk. And then I use a wireless keyboard and a wireless mouse. So that's how my office is set up. So when somebody comes in and sits down with me, I kind of take my monitor and I turn it so that we can both see while I'm typing and keying in stuff. I use Calyx Point. I open up my Point program and I key in my stuff into Calyx. So that's how my office is set up. So what I did in this case is I went out and I bought an inexpensive Logitech webcam. They're pretty cheap. I don't know, I probably paid $30 for it, maybe 40. Logitech, Logitech is the webcam. And it just plugs into your USB port, and then it'll oftentimes, when you plug it in, the driver will automatically load it onto your computer, so your computer knows how to operate it, and then you can create a shortcut on your desktop, like I've done over here. This is my Logitech shortcut, and when I plug the webcam in, it automatically created that shortcut for me. So when somebody comes in, when somebody calls, I go over here, click on my Logitech webcam, it opens up the program, I click on the video, and it opens up this window for me. So that's the first step in the process. And again, once you have a webcam, it's certainly free to use it. Doesn't cost anything for the software. But if you're going to do a webcam like I did and set it up here on top of my monitor, then you do have to purchase one. Now the second thing that you're going to need to do is you're going to need to download a program onto your desktop that's a screen sharing program. And I've looked at a bunch of them. And over the years, the one that has served me absolutely remarkably the best is a program called TeamViewer. And this is my shortcut for TeamViewer. So what I want you to do is open up your Chrome or Internet Explorer web browser, and up here you're going to type in teamviewer.com. It'll bring you to their website, and you're just going to follow the instructions here for the download. You'll click on the download button, and then now one of the things that TeamViewer does is it has a couple options. You're just going to select the personal computer option, and it's free when you do that. So just follow the instructions at that point, for downloading TeamViewer. And some computers will be different, so I really can't go through the download process with you, but just click on the download button, select personal use, and it'll be free. And I use it a couple times a week for maybe 20 minutes at a time, so I don't have a major use like somebody that would select the commercial selection that's doing webinars all over the country and hosting meetings with their staff, and they're on there for an hour, hour and a half, a couple times a week. So just the personal use is just incidental use. I've been using it for years. And the TeamViewer program is just absolutely remarkably excellent. It's effective. It never doesn't work, and it's been a really good system for me to be using. It's the one I recommend the most. But I'm sure any screen sharing program that you might want to use would be fine, as long as you're not paying a bunch of money for it. So let's take a look at TeamViewer. I've already opened it up here. So when you open up your TeamViewer program, it's going to bring you to this panel here. And you'll see here that it has two tabs. It has a meeting tab and a remote control tab. Remote control tab is actually pretty neat. I use it regularly because when I'm at home and I want to access my desktop here at my desk computer here at the office, I can use the remote control setting, but we're going to use the meeting tab right here. And when you open this up, you're going to click on the meeting tab, and then you're going to click on presentation. Now when you click on the presentation, what's going to happen is your desktop is going to be blacked out, and it's going to open up over here on the right hand side of your screen a panel. Now right now you can't see this panel because the panel is invisible to anybody, any third party that's actually looking at your or sharing your computer. So even in a recording session like this, my screen recorder will not record this panel sitting over here. But this panel looks like this. Okay, now this panel right here will be sitting all the way over on the right hand side of your screen, and when you share your desktop, your client, your prospect will not be able to see this. But in this panel, you have, there's three things I'm going to point out real quickly. If you don't like the idea that your desktop is blacked out or whited out, you can actually go into screen sharing. You click on the little gear or drop down over here, and you can remove the wallpaper cover, and then it'll be just the normal wallpaper that you have on your monitor. If you don't like this, I don't particularly like when it blacks it all out, so I remove that. The other thing I want to point out to you is down here, whiteboard. If you open this up, you have to get familiar with this, but it gives you the ability to select a little paintbrush, and you can draw on your screen. So if you want to bring attention to a prospect, to something like, well, you know, here's your debt ratios here, and here's what a debt ratio is, you can circle it, and it'll actually draw a line around it in a color. And then you click on to remove it, and so, but you have to be a little bit familiar with this, otherwise you can get stuck with it. So get familiar with how to go from screen to screen and how to use it if you're going to use the whiteboard. So the other thing, the most important element on the panel here is the invite button. Here's where you're going to invite your prospect. By clicking on the little green man, it'll open up a window for you. Now I'm going to close this down. I'm actually clicking on the green man right now, and it opens up a little tab, and I'm going to invite somebody by email. So then what it does is it opens up this window here, and this is the body of your email, and it says please join the meeting by clicking on this link. So your prospect will see this link right there. It'll be highlighted, and then here is the password. Now, of course, in the email they're going to get, this will be highlighted in blue. Then you're going to open it as an email, and it just opens up a normal email. All this stuff will be populated into the body. Your from email will be listed here, and all you need to do is ask your prospect what their email address is and type it in the top, in the to section of your email, and then send. So that is how you actually go through the invite section. So I'm just going to close this down so we go back to normal. And I keep my window open all the time. I just minimize it. But anyway, that is how you actually set the system up. So you're going to do a webcam, whether it's in your laptop or you're going to buy one separately like I did. I purchased a Logitech and I just set it on top of my monitor here and plug it into the USB port in your computer. So you're going to open up your webcam, and then when you have the prospect calling, you're going to open up your TeamViewer program. You're going to go to the Meeting tab. Remember, you have 2 tabs, but you're going to go to the Meeting tab. Presentation. When the presentation opens up, it's going to bring you to this panel. You're going to go up here to the Invite button. Click on that. Follow the little prompts to send somebody an email. They will click on, when the email is received by the prospect, then at that point, they'll click on the link. Again, it gives them a run button, but it is not downloading anything onto the computer. It's very important that they understand it's not going to download anything. And I've never had anybody really question me about it. They just open it up. Oh, I'm sorry. They just open it up, and they click on the link. They paste in the password, and instantly they're on my desktop. So it's not like it takes them 30 seconds. There's a big delay. It's a very, very quick process of getting them on there. The only thing that I do is, while I'm in the process of waiting for them to receive the email, I just start asking them some basic questions. You know, I'll say, okay, the email's been sent, so let me know when you receive it. And then I'll say, you know, Mary, are you the only one that's going to be qualifying on this mortgage? And we'll kind of deal with that. And she'll give her reply, no, it'll be me and my husband. I'll say, okay, have you guys ever owned a home before? And I just kind of go into some of the real basic stuff that we would ask. And they'll say, no, yeah, we do own a home, and we have a home now that we're going to be selling. So just to fill in conversation and get some information, then I just ask questions, you know. Well, is the purchase of your new home going to be contingent upon the sale of your home right now? Or are you able to buy the next home without having sold your home? And I kind of fill in the airspace that way. It just lets me kind of get past the couple of those basics while they're waiting to receive the email. Once they get the email, they say, okay, I've got the email. And then I kind of walk them through it. Okay, there should be a link in there. Just click on the link. Yes, click the run button and go ahead and copy and paste that password into the website where you're landing. And they'll instantly be on my website. And then again, the first thing they'll see is my face. So there you have it. There is the whole installation process for the virtual online meeting. I highly recommend you implement this technology in your daily routine. After you've used it a couple of times, I mean, you'll be a wizard at it. You'll be a complete pro. There's nothing really to it once it's installed and ready to go. So use it on a regular basis. Just come up with ideas of when you can use it with a realtor. I mean, create that uniqueness with you. Give realtors a reason to think working with you is easy, and it's just a better process for them. So come up with ways of your own that you can utilize this kind of technology in your daily routine and create those distinctions in yourself. So there you have it, the virtual online meeting. Set it up in your system today, and please put this thing to use. Don't just think about it. Do it today. Go right now to TeamViewer, download the program, get it on there, figure out how to open up your webcam. If you have any questions about it, feel free to go ahead and make some comments below, and I'll be sure to answer it as quickly as I can. Hey, listen, thanks a lot for watching, and I really look forward to seeing you the next time we communicate. Have a great day.